Hey, kid.
Welcome back to Psst, Hey Kid. I'm here again with good friend and mentor, JM.
Yay!
Say hi, JM.
Hi.
And we're doing something a little different today and for the next, few days. We have a topic today called Four Amigos.
Yay!
And we're going to be talking about four things that work together, four substances kind of need to be in balance, and JM is going to explain all those to us. Why is it important to kind of do these together?
Okay, so the four amigos are vitamin D, calcium, vitamin K2, and magnesium, and they all work together. So if you have one out of balance, it kind of tosses the whole game.
So we're going to do a series of four, they may be a little bit shorter videos that are going to include all four of these things. We're going to do them separately. Mm-hmm. We're going to do one today, and then in a couple of days, and this is why it's important to, click that bell down at the bottom of the frame, so you'll get a notification when the other ones are coming out.
Ding, ding.
But these all work in a very synergistic pattern, so we thought we'd do four, episodes close together. The word of the day is synergy. The interaction of elements that, when combined, produce a total effect that is greater than the sum of the individual elements.
Who is that guy? I love him.
Yeah.
I love him.
That's Professor Pierce. He's my
Professor Pierce.
really smart guy, or at least he thinks he's smart. So Anyway.
Really?
So let's talk about vitamin D. There's a bunch of different factors here as to how you get your vitamin D and how much you need, et cetera, et cetera. And JM is going to take us through those. And it's kind of interesting for me to find out that really one of the best sources of them is sunshine.
The sun.
Yay!
Yes. Yeah.
And that, why don't you, kind of explain that? And there's variance in that as to where you live and what season, and there's a bunch of different things here. It's very interesting, but I think, the way you explained it to me was very clear, and so let's hop in.
You need D for all of the systems in your body to work, literally everything. So it's essential. And the way that the body is designed to take D in is through natural sunlight. How much sunlight depends on what color your skin is. It depends on where in the world you live. Depends on the season and the location that you live. And it depends on the time of day. So it's kind of like a lot of things going on there.
Why don't we start with where you live?
Okay, cool beans. If you live in this shaded area above what's known as the 37th parallel, and I apologize to our global audience. We're just
the millions of people.
The United States in this graphic. You're not getting enough D, regardless of your skin color.
So above the 37th parallel, from October to April, did you say?
You're screwed.
Well, but there's other ways of getting D, and we'll talk about that in a second too.
Yeah.
Now you also mentioned color of skin.
Yes.
And this makes great sense.
If your skin is like super light, as my skin is.
Yeah,
I was waiting. Just so it's a matter of time before it.
Well, I tease Chewy a little bit just because she does not like the effects of direct sunlight on her skin a lot, so she tends to be, a little lighter skinned than many of us. So
I literally have fake tan on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just a little inside joke. Sorry about that.
The darker your skin, the longer you need to be in the sun to get the benefit, to get that hormone D synthesized. That's the point. And then you think about, well, we live above the 37th parallel and we work indoors. We don't work outside as much as humans used to. Okay, so Sabi, in the U.S., there is a significant disparity in infant disease and mortality between black and white mothers, and it's directly related to the mother's health pre-pregnancy and during her pregnancy. And because vitamin D in this country, the deficiency is so widespread, and there's such a gap between black and white when it comes to major illnesses, testing vitamin D and encouraging people of color, which is, we're encouraging everybody of every skin color to get their D tested, but people of color, moms to be especially, get a vitamin D test. It's critical to turning the tables around and delivering your healthy babies. That's where our health starts. It's starting in the womb. That's where it starts. My ancestors are from Ireland. Ireland is a small island under a cloud cover.
Yeah, most of the time.
300 days out of the year. So that's my genetics. So that's how I was built. I'm meant to be in a moderately humid, moderately temperate place under a friggin' cloud cover 300 days out of the year. So that's why I need very, very little sun to make an optimal, and that's the buzzword, optimal amount of vitamin D.
Okay.
Because that's how that works. So.
It seems that I remember when I was in high school or college, it takes a lot of memory to get back that far. Oops, whoop, my ear thing fell out. I remember a biology teacher telling us that you could actually get a sunburn or a tan under cloud cover.
Forgive me, it's not just 300 days of a cloud cover, it's 300 days of some kind of rain. Like the Forrest Gump, that's seen in Forrest Gump. Sideways rain, upside down rain,
I remember that
bouncy rain. Like it's like just rain. So that people aren't just hanging out under cloud. But yes, of course you can get a sunburn. Absolutely, I've gotten plenty of sunburns under a cloud.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do we do about that? I mean, obviously from October to April, we are in danger of being in deficit anyway for vitamin D. Mm-hmm. What do we do about those months?
Okay, well, first of all, your diet, there's many foods that have vitamin D.
Yeah. My memory from when I was a kid, I seem to remember, like on milk containers, that was a big thing.
Milk, they'll have it in OJ, they'll have it on cereal, you'll see it some bread.
And they actually add that to it. It's not like it's...
Correct. If you're JM, you are asking your doctor for a very simple, little teeny weeny pinprick blood test to test your D levels, if they're not doing this already. Okay, it should be like standard stuff, but unfortunately it's not. If you are JM and you do not have a doctor or health insurance, don't rat me out. I don't think I can get in trouble for that anymore. I think we're in the clear. But if you're JM and you don't have health insurance or you don't have a doctor, there is a great website to go to. It's called grassrootshealth.com. We'll give you the link. And they'll mail you a vitamin D blood test for a reasonable price right to your home. You just, little pinprick. Put it on the sample card, mail it back, and they will let you know what your vitamin D level is.
Okay. What I desperately need right now is somebody to tell me how to keep this earbud in my ear. It keeps falling out.
Duct
I
tape.
apologize for my...
Fixes everything.
Well, that's going to give me another problem, though, because at the length my hair is at, taking duct tape off my ear is going to be painful. Yeah. Do it fast. It'll be fine.
Leave the camera rolling.
Yeah. Yeah. We still haven't done my on-air haircut yet, but I've got it tamed down pretty well tonight, though.
Yeah.
I just stuck my head in a vat of Crisco, and it's being relatively calm.
Looking sharp there, sweetheart.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. So tell me about, we were also looking at a site earlier today, and we're gonna put up a little graphic of it as well. tell me about EWG and what they do. And I know you're a big fan.
Big fan.
Yeah. Okay.
Environmental Working Group. Environmental Working Group, EWG. And these guys are awesome. In relation to what we're talking about right now, vitamin D, they test sunscreen. And they test sunscreen to make sure it's safe. Because guess what? Guess what I found out 15 years ago?
This is really pretty amazing. I laughed. Well, it's not really funny, but it's just highly ironic.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
Is what it is, right?
Yeah, go ahead and tell the folks. This is a good one.
The first 5 or 6 ingredients in commercial sunblock are carcinogenic, and they foster, okay, a very special kind of cancer. And can you guess what that is, Sabi?
Let me think. To make it really ironic, that would have to be skin cancer.
Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, that's one in a row for me. Okay,
Ding.
good.
Yeah. Friggin' skin cancer. Sunblock. Do you know how much sunblock I put on my babies? My lily white children.
Your lily white Irish babies?
Yeah. Do you know how much sunblock I poured on these kids every 30 minutes? Slathered them on
right.
Terrible. Yeah. And then to find out years later that the first 5 or 6 ingredients in commercial sunblock is they're carcinogens. So all that to say, don't be like JM. Go to EWG, and every year they will give you a list of the safest sunscreens, and they will also list all commercial sunscreens, and you can look up the sunscreen that you've been using, and it'll tell you exactly how harmful it is. It'll give you a scale of 1 to 10. It'll tell you how harmful it is to you or your child, and it will tell you why it's harmful. It'll categorize it. Endocrine.
I think it's actually pronounced endocrine, but...
Endocrine.
The word of the day is endocrine. It refers to the system in the human body that produces and delivers hormones. If you're in the United States, the correct pronunciation is endocrine. If you're in Europe or highbrow Irish, the correct pronunciation is endocrine.
Tomato.
I snorted. Wait a minute.
Okay,
Wait a
we'll
minute.
try it again.
My fell out here.
He snorted his earbud out of his ear.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Endocrine, tomato.
Okay, so anyway, I interrupted you. You were talking about endocrine disruptors. Not easy for me to say, but you finish your thought.
Okay, so here's the takeaway. Get your vitamin D level tested through your doctor, or you can order an at-home kit through grassrootshealth.com. And also on grassrootshealth.com, you will find, this is a nonprofit organization, you will find a very thorough explanation of D and what it and why you need it and what happens when you don't have it.
All right, Chewy, we have touched on a ton of subjects here about vitamin D. Just one more little word of explanation. We're talking about 4 amigos here. Okay, so we've only touched on one tonight, and that was vitamin D, or hormone D. And we're going to be back every couple of days to talk about the other amigos. And just tell me what they are again, just so we know.
So we have vitamin D, we have calcium, we have vitamin K, K2 in particular, and magnesium.
Our old favorite, magnesium.
Yeah, if you want to check out the magnesium video again, because I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah, it's on our site.
Yeah,
it's on our site.
Go check it out.
And it's fabulous.
Fabulous.
And there goes my earbud again.
Cannot
Jeez.
keep that in your ear.
All right, I got to get the tape. I got to get the, whatever it's called, monster glue or something. That would be even worse. So, we want you to comment below. We want you to subscribe. Ring the bell, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
That
ring
gives
the
us-
bell.
That'll give you a notification, especially with this little mini-series we're doing on the 4 Amigos, because, you'll get to see the next Amigo when it comes out.
Yeah, and it all ties in. It all ties in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, that whole synergistic thing. The word of the day. And no, he doesn't have to come back again. Although we love Professor Pierce.
We
Yeah.
love Professor Pierce. He's awesome.
So here we go. Come back and see us soon. And but for right now, we're going to say bye-bye.
Bye.